Hey everybody, Michael Phoenix here, interviewing here at Mayfair 2014, Allentown Fairgrounds, interviewing world famous artist Barnaby Ruhe. Thank you very much for your time for this interview today. I've seen all weekend you've been very busy painting.
Yeah, well, I've been doing a wedding gown paradox series. It turns out that when women put on the wedding gown, they're highly conflicted. It looks like power, but then again, maybe you lose. So the question is, what's really going on there with a wedding? I do shaman wedding myself around the world, which is basically untying the knot, how to get rid of people from over-connecting to each other, which is called codependency. Not interesting. Most people think that's what a relationship is supposed to be. Compromise, sacrifice, submission, all those good things. It's really great for a guy to get a woman who thinks like that, but it is, after all, a form of subsidiary slavery, sort of submission stuff that's probably pretty ugly in the long run, karmically as well. So the point is that I was doing all these paintings, and I was lucky to find some women with dreads, another woman with tattoos on her back, and some women with attitude. And the idea is to get people to expose themselves as who they are. And putting on a wedding gown is probably a superpower suit, but at the same time, it's really conflicted. And but that's always a good place to start if you want to find out who somebody really is, because they, after all, they have to push away from that conflict. So they're trying hard, in other words, to and maintain themselves. It's like a dynamic equilibrium where you push somebody off their balance, and then they have to right themselves. You find out more about themselves than if you were, just being static about life. So that's exciting.
Okay. Now, how would you describe? I found that your style is actually kind of hard to describe, as far as like categorize or put into one specific style. How would you describe your style?
Describe my painting style. Fast. Spontaneous.
Okay.
Wet. Oh, we like wet.
Okay.
So wet's very good. Wet's funny because, there actually are a bunch of artists who are graphic artists who think dry.
Right.
And the wet artists are the painterly artists. And there's two kinds of artists in the world. The ones who are wet also, which Natalie is, the wet artists are the ones who allow the line to dribble, scumble, and scrawl, instead of coming from a sharp design point of view. So wet is actually, turns out that the Rembrandt was a wet artist, whereas Vermeer was a dry artist.
Okay.
Vermeer was a graphically precise artist. He was actually called the smooth. The rough, R-O-E-W in Dutch, Hollandish language, is R-O-E-W is Rembrandt. So they always knew that Vermeer was the smooth and Rembrandt was the rough. And I think that there's two traditions in life, and they have two completely different meanings. I would call it anal expulsive and anal retentive, going back to Jung and Freud. And anal expulsive is somebody who's not tight ass, obviously, who's willing to be, hey, there we go, spontaneous. And hello, good to see you.
See you.
Yeah.